I can't teach anything divisive. I can't teach critical race theory. And I can't teach about racial equity. This is a call to action, teachers. We got to stand up and fight for our kids because this is bullshit.
Here's my call to action. Fire that teacher. The teachers are not happy. Teachers all over the country are not happy right now. Forget about Ron DeSantis for a second. They're not happy that the right is calling out critical race theory. There was one teacher, just went viral on TikTok, who expressed her anti-racist fury that conservatives and parents are finally asserting their rights over their kids' education.
This is what's bullshit. Today is the first time our country has recognized Juneteenth. It's a national holiday, and yet I'm getting ready to go back to school in the fall, and my governor has put into place some ridiculous legislation that many governors across the country have put into place, such as I can't teach anything divisive, I can't teach critical race theory, and I can't teach about racial equity. This is at all public schools, colleges, and universities. So, teachers, in the past, we've been activists. After this show of last year, we really need to stand up and do what's right for our kids right now. So, this is a call to action, teachers. We got to stand up and fight for our kids because this is bullshit. We can't lie to them.
Here's my call to action. Fire that teacher. That teacher should lose her job. But Michael, academic freedom. Academic freedom does not mean what you think it means. I'm a proponent of academic freedom in the sense that I believe scholars ought to be able to study what they want to study. But I'm an opponent of academic freedom if what that means is teachers are allowed to teach whatever they want. They're not. That's not their job. Teachers are required, the job description of a teacher is to teach the curriculum. It's to teach what the school has decided ought to be taught to the students. And who decides then what ought to be taught? Well, it's the parents have some say, I think. The trustees have some say. If it's a public school, the people have some say. The teachers have some say in the way it's taught, and school administrators do as well. But it's not just the case that these radical leftists have the right to indoctrinate our students in insane theories and insane ideologies, such as critical race theory, such as everything else that she's describing. That woman has no right to do that. That woman has no right to her job. And if she is now calling for activism and equity, these are all just code words for radical leftism. I guess the activism she's talking about is actually just a synonym for it. Then she doesn't have a right to be in the classroom. Conservatives need to be willing to use our political power, also known as the government, to go in and exercise our political right. Okay, we need to be able to go in and kick teachers like that out of the classroom. I would strongly recommend a radical leftist teacher who is calling for activism and who's calling for the pushing of leftist ideology in contravention of the law to be fired. That's a good idea. Hey, I'm glad you liked that clip. We got a whole show. The title is Using Government for Good. You can get that whole show right here on YouTube or at Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Google Play on the audio side. You can also order my new book, Speechless, Controlling Words, Controlling Minds. And I want you right now, before you leave, to let me know what you think of all those things, any of those things. The book, the audio podcast, or this video, or just about the weather today. What you think about the weather. Leave a comment right now on this video. We'll see you next time.